Welcome to the Get Fit Guys quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield and I'm the Get Fit Guy. It seems that there's been quite a bit of talk lately about paleo diets and paleo nutrition. So what is paleo? Today, you're going to find out not only what paleo nutrition is, but also what paleo exercises and paleo workouts actually look like. The basic idea behind the paleo style of eating is that you avoid many modern agricultural foods, such as bread and cereal, and also highly processed foods, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and just about anything that our caveman ancestors wouldn't have recognized as real food. Though there are good arguments both for and against a paleo approach to eating, one important question for fitness enthusiasts is, if I'm going to eat like a caveman, how do I exercise like a caveman? Well, ancient man did not likely have access to fancy cardio machines, weightlifting apparatuses, or a posh gym membership. Although there are certainly advantages to these modern-day fitness conveniences, it is possible to build a very impressive and fit body using a range of movements that are called functional or multi-joint exercises. These paleo exercises incorporate the same type of movements our primal ancestors would have had to perform in order to survive in an unpredictable environment, whether being chased by a lion, throwing a spear, moving heavy logs or rocks, or fighting. So, paleo exercises, or these types of functional movements, could be broken down into the following 7 categories: squatting, bending, lunging, pushing, pulling, twisting, and running, or any other exercise that is some type of movement like gait. So let's start with the first one, squatting. To squat, you simply bend at the knees and the hips while keeping your back relatively straight. You could place a weight on your back or on your shoulders, hold a weight to your chest, or simply perform a body weight squat. Imagine a caveman squatting down to make a fire, lift a heavy rock, or use legs to hoist up an object. Number 2 would be bending. In this case, bending refers to flexing and extending at the waist. And though most of us think of a crunch or a sit-up as a bending movement, more common paleo-like bending movements would have involved bending down to lift or throw something overhead, such as tossing a heavy rock from a field. Lunging. Lunging is the basic movement pattern that would have been involved in everything from throwing an object like a rock to stepping over a log to pushing an object like a spear, and it involves stepping forward with just one leg while bending at the knee. Next is pushing. Since squatting and lunging are forms of lower body pushing, in this case, pushing refers to using the arms, chest, or shoulders to move an object out and away from the body. Think of your paleo ancestor pushing a heavy rock or log overhead. Pulling. As the opposite of pushing, pulling involves using the arms, chest, or shoulders to pull an object towards the body, such as pulling a game animal through the forest, drawing a bow, rowing a boat, or climbing a tree. Twisting. Commonly combined with bending, pushing, or pulling, twisting involves rotating the torso to apply a force with the body, such as throwing a spear. Finally, running and other gait exercises, just like they sound, would involve any form of running, walking, trekking, hiking, jumping, bounding, or sprinting. But rather than simply doing these type of movements for hours on end, paleo ancestors would likely have interspersed gait with twisting, lunging, pushing, or pulling. For example, hiking to track down game, sprinting to hunt it down, and then twisting, lunging, and pushing to throw a spear are all examples of how our paleo ancestors might have done gait exercises. So now that we know all these paleo movements, let's look at a sample paleo workout. How can you combine the paleo exercises of squatting, bending, lunging, pushing, pulling, twisting, and gait for an effective workout? Well, here's a perfect example. Simply move from one movement to the next with little to no rest and attempt to complete 3 to 5 circuits of the following. First, squatting. Hold a medicine ball or weight to your chest and complete 10 squats. Next, bending. Hold 2 weights overhead or at your side and bend from side to side 10 times to each side. Lunging. With a barbell on your back or a weight held on your shoulders, step up onto a bench or chair 20 times, alternating between legs with each step. If this hurts your knees, then don't step onto a chair. Simply step forward onto the ground in front of you. Pushing. In a standing position, hold onto a cable or an elastic band and push it forward in a punching motion 10 times with one arm, then switch arms and repeat. Pulling. Repeat the same motion with each arm with the cable or elastic band, but this time pull instead of push. Twisting. Now, grab that cable or elastic band with both arms, hold your arms straight out and away from the body, and twist 10 times to each side. And finally, move on to your gait-related exercising. Get on a treadmill or use an open space and walk quickly for 30 seconds, then jog for 30 seconds, then sprint for 30 seconds, then walk again for 30 seconds before returning to the very first exercise in this paleo exercise circuit. After you've tried this paleo workout, let me know how it felt. Head over to the Facebook page for Get Fit Guy at facebook.com/getfitguy to chat about workouts, exercises, fat loss and muscle gain tips, and much more. We're always over there having a great discussion about fitness. As I'm sure you may have heard me say before, getting a nice body goes way beyond simply exercise, and a healthy diet must go hand in hand with a good fitness plan. Well, if you're tired of figuring out what you should be eating for breakfast, or if you just want to know which type of milk, cereals, or meats are best so that your food shopping can be easier, then you'll be happy to know that our nutrition diva, Monica Reinagel, answers that and more in her new book, Nutrition Diva's Secrets for a Healthy Diet, packed with delicious recipes, meal plans, and a supermarket survival guide to walk you through each meal of the day. You'll easily be able to make the healthiest choices possible. You can order or download a copy of the Nutrition Diva's Secrets for a Healthy Diet at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Borders, Powell's, and the iBookstore. And when you get it, you'll be equipped with what you need to know to fuel your body intelligently. So until next time, this is the Get Fit Guy asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.